Hello everyone and welcome back to the Realistic Farming channel for Farming Simulator 19. We are back here on the Millennial Farmers map and we are finally into day 2 where we use real tractors, real equipment, realistic tutorials, and a real lot of fun. I am going to give you a tour of what we got done. We got quite a bit done. I've been working quite a bit off camera. Been kind of busy outside in my real life, so I just been playing this and I took a couple of days off from posting a video. So let's get into this. Let's get this set up and I'll get my flight mode going as I always do. And let's get into the air. All right, where we left off last time, I had built a road. We had picked up all the grass off of this field. Now what I did is I went ahead and I plowed this entire field in. This field is now plowed. I went ahead and put a road all the way across this, around this. So now we have and I terraformed it, so it's a little bit, I left it uneven, kind of like to keep it somewhat realistic. Because we don't want a flat map on this. We want it a little, let me get down a little bit so I can show you guys. I'm not on the ground. Anyways, it's got some hills and stuff to it. And I've got this field completely done. We got our silage covered that we picked up. We got our compost covered. It's at about 4% now. Down here and double check it. Let's see here. Yep, 24% actually. Yep, but we're finally into day 2 of early spring. One more day of early spring, and then we'll be into mid-spring. It'll be kind of exciting. And also, let me get up in the air real quick and buzz over. When I finished up the field, plowing it, it was about 4:30 in the afternoon. And I went over here, and the local farmer, let's get his real name here. Right here. Mason Newton wanted me to plow his field. It's field 9 and it's 43.63 acres. And I came over here and I've been chipping away at that. I worked about 2.5 hours of it. You'll see his field is over here. And that's what we're going to work on a little bit today while we're waiting for that he wants this field plowed. We're going to work on that a little bit today. Get that finished, a little bit more of it done. Buzz back over to here. We'll grab our tractor. We'll keep plowing. I also downloaded some more realistic mods that I found. I went ahead and I put the manual attaching because that's what we need it. Even though it conflicts with a bunch of mods and I normally don't use it, I figured we need it because it's realistic. And I went ahead and I downloaded the unit convert light mod. Get out of the air. Turn our 4x speed off. Light mode off. Light state off, and blink. I love that when it does that. So as we head over here, I downloaded the unit convert, so everything will be realistically in bushels or tons. It also gives me the opportunity to keep track of how much I plowed. Let me show you. Down in right underneath the speedometer, I've already plowed 6.13 acres with this, and this is going to come in handy with. Let me drive the scoot up here so I can drive. This will come in handy with. When you're creating a field, if you want to create a certain size, when you're doing someone else's work for them and it says it's 49 acres, you know that we've already done 6. I also downloaded the mod that you can adjust the speed of your implement, because upon further review, I found out that the disc plows with the horsepower that we have, the massive horsepower that we have, you can run about 5.7 to 6.7. So I just picked the lower number and I went 5.7. So this plow is set when you buy it in the store. It's set at 5.7. Now it'll show up on here at 6, but that's super realistic. Out west, the guys plow with their big John Deere 9Rs and their Challengers. And they plow using a disc about 30 feet, which is about what the size is here, 32 feet. And they plow it at about 5.7, 6 miles an hour, 6.7 if they push it. This map has really done well. But I hope everybody's doing well. I'm glad you guys decided to join me back on this journey. I am really excited about the keeping it realistic. The more realistic mods that I find, the more I download. I love it, love it, love it. Because that's the way I want to do it. That's the way I think a farming simulator game should be played. So, because this tractor is newer, we're going to get set up with GPS. So, that. And then, this on, set up. There we go. See, 30 feet. So it's, we're going to go auto with. Whoops. Why did that say? Alright, so we're going to try that again. There we go. 32 feet. That's right. And we're going to get this to 0, this to on. Now we'll go. I don't know why that did that. Just get it a little over. I always try when I come back to get a little more overlapping. I don't know what was in this field before. Not for me to question. Now you should go, see? The realistic speed is 5.7. And we've got it set for, this is what they would plow at. Or what they would disc plow, they call it. And as you can see down in the bottom, it's keeping track of how many acres I've plowed with this. You can set it up for acres, hectares. Because what I did is the Unit Convert Lite is the only mod that I've got downloaded that you can't find on a farmingsimulator.com website. That and this plow. This plow is off another site. But it's so realistic because, like I was telling you guys in episode 1, it goes by bushels when you're harvesting, and it goes by tons. Like you would pick up 26 tons in a 26-ton trailer. You wouldn't put 26 liters. So I thought, wow, that's got to be the way I got to go with that. So I downloaded that. I got the what else did I get in here? Oh, the manual attach. I already said that to you guys. What else did I download? As I click my tongue trying to figure out, my brain doesn't work like it used to. There's another one in there. I'll think of it. It'll probably be towards the end when I get all done. But this way we can plow away, and this field will give us a 25,000. He's offering us 24,900, so pretty much $25,000 to plow this. And I literally started 4:30 yesterday, so in the afternoon, and I worked until about 6:30. and went and I had my dinner, and then I simulated my dinner time, and then I went to sleep. I simulated sleep, and we got up at 8 o'clock, and I'm right here. This is where we're at. But I like that this field is actually one I'm going to consider buying right off the bat because it's already got a lot of turnaround areas, and I can combine that field. Let me show you real quick here. As you can see, we are down here. Let me get my down here on field 9. Go like this. Go down here. See, we're down here in field 9. You can see where we've plowed and where we haven't. Look at this. You can combine 10, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. You can even go around to 11. You can combine all of that, and it all has massive turnaround areas at it. And this one here is 48 acres, 39 acres, 46, 45, 60, 80. I mean, that'd be a 400 or 500 acre field by the time you're done. It's great. And then I can just move and make one of these big ones my grass ones. Combine 4 with 3 eventually. And then we'll combine 7 with that. I don't think you'll... No, because 7 has that like little mini river creek through it. We used to call it cricks, but some people call it creeks. So you can't combine that one, but you can combine 1 and 7. But I probably will make like 14 my grass field. Be a massive grass field, or this one. Maybe we'll see. Let's get back into this. But that's why I'm gonna start buying up there. But see how you can go all the way out here and not even go into the other field, and you have plenty of room to turn around. But that, oh yeah, that was the last mod. The one where you can go into store. Show you guys that real quick. Okay, so if I was to go into, let's say we're going to buy a cultivator next. Okay, we go all the way back here. This is my mod. I have the Case IH Tiger Mate 200. That's the next one I'm going to buy, the cultivator. And you buy it. Okay? You can set it up. See, it starts at 12 miles an hour, which is... yeah, it's right close. I'm going to go 10.6. Just to go a little bit slower. See what I mean? This working speed is... you can find that at the farmingsimulator.com website. And you can adjust it. You can put this all the way down to 7.5 is the slowest it'll go. I'm going to go either 9.4 or 10 even. Or 10.6. Yeah, probably go 10 or 10.6. But if you're one of those people that want to go faster, go all the way down here. You can go to 16 miles an hour. Excuse me while I cough a little bit here. But that's the mod itself. And it's absolutely awesome. And as you can see now, you don't have to. You can just go with your cruise control or simulate gears. You know, like I would probably plow this in fourth or fifth. Probably fourth low. And it would give me about 6 miles an hour. So it's like just adding more realism to the game. And I always tell by this because our tractors didn't have speedometers in them. They were older. So this is what it tells me, like how fast. Yeah, it's pretty close. I don't know what was on this field, but something wilted. Something he wanted plowed up. That's all that matters to me. And I also did a little research game-wise, and I found out that if you were to have a field with, say, sugar beets in it, or potatoes, and you hired a worker to harvest the potatoes, and you ran the beets, or you ran the potatoes, vice versa, same root crops, you end up actually, in the long run, making more money, especially going real time. If you went real time, you would actually make more money hiring a worker. So if I hired a worker for this, it would make more money in the long run because he would go ahead and do it. I'd be able to go do other things. But that's not what we're going to do. We're about playing this as real as we can. And right now, I'm the only one on the farm. Now, what I will do is after we get into year 2 probably, or maybe even an early when we get into mowing or whatever, we can simulate hiring somebody that we've hired, the neighbor kid or something. We can do whatever we want. And we can pay them. And that sort of thing. But right now, it's just me on the farm. And I just want to play it like it would be me on the farm by myself. And as you can see, we're at 7.97 acres. We started at 6.03. So we've already plowed in 14 minutes, 2 acres. So this is super cool. I like it. Did you see how it's got the road around it? It's set up. I mean, they did a pretty good job on this. I don't know why I missed there. Where you can go end to end. You don't have to do a headland. You don't have to do anything. So this would actually, over here, would be a good place to be the like a grass field. But you also have enough room to do a harvester, because look at the room you got to turn around. And that goes all the way around. And if you cut all those trees down there, or if you cut all the trees down around, you got tons of room around this. Love it, love it, love it. So I might keep when we get done. Like right now, I'm going to plow in our 100-acre field, and I'm going to make it because we got to have crops coming in. And eventually, I might make that one whole grass. I don't know. But yep, I was busy outside today. Working again on. We're going to be building another different deck on our pool. And it was hot today. It hit 92. And that's not hot. I mean, don't get me wrong. Compared to when we were kids and out haying in the field, that's hot. But it's still, for an old guy like me, I'm like, oh, this is hot. And I've graduated now, owning my own construction business so many years, to a screw gun instead of nail gun. Because I've come to the conclusion that every nail or screw you put in, if you ever have to take it out, a nail gun's great. Boom, 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 done. But if you have to tear it apart for any reason, you make a mistake, something happens, blah, 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 you can't change it. But a screw gun, you put it in, and if you go, oops, I didn't want it that way, right out, and you start over again. I love it. So I've graduated onto that, and I went out and I bought a new Makita drill with a Makita impact drill set from Lowe's. It wasn't too bad. It was about $200 for the whole set. It came with a drill set, and impact drill, they call it, and a little bag to carry. It was about $200, which isn't too bad for a Makita. Makita's one of the best you can buy. That and DeWalt. But I've got owning your own construction business for as many years as I have, you end up with thousands of dollars worth of tools that once you retire, you never use. You're thinking to yourself, okay, I've got tools for tools. As my brother-in-law would say, you buy a $1,000 tool and you use it once. What are you going to do with it? I said, use it once. And I used to do that all the time. So I went in from farming into construction, so it would kind of fit. Because all the things you learn on a farm, you learn you're the mother of invention. As my dad would say, his favorite saying of all... Did that go down? Yeah, there you go. His favorite saying of all time was, he is a jack of all trades, master of none. So as a farmer growing up, you learn to do a little bit of everything on your own. You're in the middle of a field. You learn to fix something if it's broke. You learn to just wing it, and you learn to get good at it. And that, for me, just translated over into the construction world. Learning on the fly. But then I learned by the best. I learned from my brother-in-law. He owned his own construction business before me, and I kind of mentored underneath him for a little while. And then I went to some schooling and learned how to do it all on, by the books and the whole thing. And, you have to learn how to do a lot of things. But the things I learned on a farm, it just translated easy for me. And working with my hands was easy. And then 30 years later, you retire. And you think to yourself, well, but I'm happy. So anyways, I've started watching this new series on YouTube. I'm going to go just to the end of this pass, and then I'm going to wrap it up. It's called The Pennsylvania Dairyman. It's a little teenage kid, probably not more than 14, 15-year-old kid. Okay? Young kid. He looks 12, but I think he's like 14 or 15. But he reminds me of myself, and he's so well-spoken on YouTube. He'll explain how the baler works. He'll explain how the wrapper works and what they're feeding the kid. I mean, it's a kid. And I started watching it, and I thought, wow, that reminds me of myself so much. Like he said, it's so funny because a lot of his videos, something will break. And he'll be like, well, I have to call my dad. I have to figure out what's going on with my dad. And I thought, wow, that is me. That is me. So if you ever get a chance to, go on YouTube, put in Pennsylvania Dairy Farmer. And it's a little blonde-haired kid. And he rides around. They have case tractors. I don't think they have any John Deere or anything like that. But it's a smaller farm. And they do something that's absolutely different than what I expected. So I am going to get back to the farm, and then I'll shut this down. All right, let me fold this. Okay, so we did about 4 acres on camera, which is pretty good. We're getting there. So 10 acres, it's a 49 or 43 acre field. But that's in 21 minutes. We started at 8 o'clock. But anyways, go on YouTube, put in Pennsylvania Dairy Farmer, support this little kid, because I know what it's like. And he's trying to film, and he's trying to hold up his little camera with one hand, and he's trying to show everybody. I mean, he's just a good little kid. I don't know him personally or anything. I'm not sponsored by him or anything like that, but he's doing it well. But it's funny because he breaks something or something happens. He's like, I gotta call my dad. Or my dad comes down and does the headlands for me, and then I do it from there, and it's just great. But he's come so far. I mean, he's really good on the camera. He explains a lot of stuff. So get a chance, go over, watch him. It'll also give you an idea of how real farms work in real life. Also, check out How Farms Work. You ever get a chance to drop over, check out Raznick's channel. Check out Farmer Klein's channel. I'll put all those links in the description for you guys, just to check out those farmers and things. And Raznick's is a semi-realistic. He does things his way. But the reason I like Raznick is he's funny, and he's a great guy, and he really loves this community, and he really gives his all for Farm Sim and for other games for that matter. Many a nights, I also got to build a road here around because I want to be able to come around. Many a nights, it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up watching Raz's third shift stream and just rolling to the point where my stomach hurt. He is so funny, and he's so great. Farmer Klein is a little more realistic, not 100% realistic, but realistic in the sense of he gives you honest reviews. I gotta change my sim dashboard here. There we go. So you guys got a tour. You got a chance to see. I do like the dirt textures on the discs and things. That's super realistic. Well, let me get up here, say my goodbyes. It's been about 23 minutes. All right, everyone. Look out for yourselves. Look out for each other. And most importantly, look out for your family. And let's see if I can get a screenshot of this. And once again, thank you guys. Like and subscribe. Share, share, share. Make sure you guys are sharing the videos and liking, giving a thumbs up, doing the whole ting, 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 the bell, notification bell. You guys know how it works. Thank you for joining me on this. Thank you for coming back and going with me on this realistic farming channel. That's what I was so excited to tell you guys that I've switched over now. I do all my videos for Farm Sim be 100% realistic, 100% as my intro states, real tractors, real equipment, realistic tutorials, and real fun. We'll talk and we'll have fun and we'll go over some stuff in life. And as usual, I'm going to do this. Catch everybody on the flip side.